It's 11:30 p.m. and this neighborhood is lit up. We recently arrived on scene and there's still a lot of unknowns. You see cones, road closures, and traffic daily down here in Indianapolis. And then you add on 70,000 people. Devastating Friday morning here on Indy's northwest side, where one pedestrian was hit and killed in a crash. And as you can see behind me, this is still a large investigation. There's a place for everyone here at Gen Con, and this weekend it's back here at the Indianapolis Convention Center. There's games, there's exhibits, and there's a place for people to meet someone new. This Indianapolis bar behind me, actually called the Playhouse, is now shut down since Monday. IMPD conducted a search. Gas prices have been going up all across the country, but in the state of Indiana, they're actually the lowest. You don't need me to tell you, there's construction happening here in Fountain Square. You can hear it and you can see it. And business owners tell me it's impacting them more than they can imagine. For a lot of students, this is the last time they'll be seeing their phones. So say goodbye to it, turn it off, pack it up, and zip it shut. Because once the first bell rings, you won't see it till the last bell rings. Other people came downtown for the strawberries, the tradition, or sweet treat. One thing was clear, the 100-degree weather didn't stop people from supporting. We're here right now on Mass Ave, where the parade is taking place. Now take a look around. You can see thousands of people are already here right against the fence. We're following breaking news from overnight where 2 IMPD officers were shot on Indy's east side. Now those officers were taken here to Eskenazi Hospital, where police say are in stable condition. 4 days in the classroom, 3 days off. It sounds like every kid's dream. And for one Lafayette elementary school, it's already the norm. Leaders say this was supposed to be a spot where neighbors could receive free, fresh food. While the refrigerator is not here, the mission is still here. For more than a century, these buildings house hundreds of women. Now it sits empty. Molly Kruger lives in the neighborhood, and she hopes to see the property repurposed.
I wouldn't mind condos or some sort of living area, something that would be helpful, again, to the neighbors. I think we're missing restaurants, a grocery store.
Kruger has old pictures of the prison's past. She says it's changed over the years.
I mean, this place used to be incredible.
And now it's a chance to bring people together. For some, the buildings represent history. For others, a different past.
One of them was here, and this is kind of the worst place.
That's true for Rhonda Perry. She spent some time inside these fences. Driving by the prison, she says, isn't easy.
Kind of feels like that's an eyesore. It's a great big eyesore, and it's a big reminder of my past.
She hopes the site can move forward and hopes to contribute to the conversation. The city is accepting proposals through September 30th. As they work to determine what the next chapter of the property will look like. And regulations are on their side. Historical protections mean some of the buildings have to stay.
A handful of buildings that are really worth keeping over there. The church is one of them. It would be nice if they kept some of the trees. There's a few trees that are Jim Dandy trees.
For many who live near or once lived inside the former prison, they say they're ready to see what comes next. Near the east side, Campbell Kessler, 13 News. At Ralph Muffler's, it's business as usual in the garage. But outside, something's missing. For more than 60 years, 18-foot tall Mr. Bendo has watched over. But when owner Kevin Potter showed up at 6 a.m. this morning, he says Mr. Bendo was gone.
I was devastated, obviously. My father got it back in the 60s. It's been standing up ever since. Sentimental.
The trouble started back in March. A hit-and-run crash into the giant statue, leaving damage to his hip and leg. Potter moved Mr. Bendo into a dumpster, not because he was throwing him away, but simply to keep him safe until he could be picked up for repairs.
I decided to put him in there because I just didn't want him laying out in the parking lot out there. Nowhere really to put him. I guess it was fair game. Bad decision on my part.
That somewhere safe ended up being mistaken for something else. Photos posted on social media made it look like Mr. Bendo had been tossed out, and before long, people started talking.
You know how people get on.
And someone clearly cared enough to act. Potter says someone pulled up, loaded the statue on a trailer, and drove off.
Yeah, they did.
But just as quickly as he disappeared, Mr. Bendo came back.
Actually, he called the police too to let them know that, he was the one that did it, and want to make sure there wasn't a warrant out for him or anything like that for stealing.
Mr. Bendo is finally headed where he was supposed to go all along. With the help from the shop crew, Mr. Bendo was loaded on a trailer as a couple from Virginia, who specializes in these statues, took him home for repairs. You can still see where the car crashed, and owner Kevin says when Mr. Bendo returns, he's going to be using some of the car parts to make a belt buckle. In Indianapolis, Campbell Kessler, 13 News. As you can see, this door is completely fixed. But earlier this morning, just past 5 a.m., 4 burglars went in Joe's Fireworks and stole over $5,000 worth of fireworks.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to pay my own family. Like, it's not good.
Owner Joe has been a Southsider his whole life, and he's been in the firework business for 20 years. He got woken up this morning by a notification from these surveillance cameras.
I watched it live feed on my phone, like it's making my hair stand up.
He got here within 3 minutes.
It took me a little over 3 minutes to get here, so they was gone by the time I left.
And when he came, all that was left was broken glass.
3 days to come back, and I don't know how I'm gonna do it.
Now he's urging the community to come out and support his local business and get ready for the 4th of July weekend. Magdalena sits in the center of construction in Fountain Square, and this project started last year. And owner Nick Dietrich says they've been dealing with more than dust, debris, and loud noises. They've been dealing with flooding, not once, but twice in the past week. He says he spent over $1,000 on equipment to clear this water out of his restaurant.
Just in wet vacs, sump pumps, also linens, and then labor. Because every time it happens, there's a lot of mud and debris and things like that that come in here. And so usually in each instance, the day after, it's taken myself and a couple of staff members 3 to 5 hours to clean the place.
But Dietrich says he's concerned on how this will affect the future of the business.
I'm concerned about long-term damages, mold issues, drywall saturation. Our banquettes are wooden.
Since the first flood happened, Dietrich has been reaching out to the city every day, and he's still waiting for answers. And the city says this project is expected to be done at the end of this year.